So it's finally arrived. Ninjago Legends Monstrosity is a show that has fulfilled one of my most sought after aspects for what I wanted the Ninjago team to do, which is a 2D, hand-drawn, animated spin-off show in similar fashion to Monkey Kid. I already gushed about my anticipation for this series of shorts when I reviewed the trailer for it, which you can check out up here. And after watching all 3 episodes, I was overall satisfied, and I think it's probably one of the greatest pieces in Ninjago media that has ever existed in the show, and I crave more of it. Though I have my praises for this series of shorts, it's not perfect, because let's be for real, nothing is perfect. So along with some positives for the show, I also have some negatives for it. So let this review for Ninjago Legends Monstrosity begin. So let me just start with some positives here, okay? For one, let's get the obvious out of the way. The animation. The animation in this series of shorts is just immaculate, and it's on the level that I hoped and exceeded the bare minimum of what I wanted a 2D Ninjago show to look like. The fluidity and explosiveness of the animation is just right, and it gets really creative with its use of 3D and moving digital cameras. Like the shot of Daiden, the legendary dragon, flying under the giant kaiju's hand, or when Kai was falling down or evading the lake kaiju. Also, the finishing blow that Kai pulls absorbing the fire of Daiden to give him a surge of power to slay the lake monster, being explosive in its impact frames and literally shattering the screen in order to censor the decapitation of it. Like, it just makes me question, why doesn't Kai do something like this again if he's capable of it? Like, have a little tag team action with Wildfire, it'll be great. Also, the black and white aesthetic being carried over from the Golden Legend short really complements the tone and vibe that the show wanted to go for. And like I said before, sparingly using color in the show really helped with the presentation of what it wanted to go for. With most of the show being in black and white, either as an effect of being in the land of monsters or just for art style reasons, most likely both. When color does appear in the short, it pops off a lot and is used to show the power of a being, like Daiden the dragon accompanying Kai in the short, the red bandana of Kai being the last remaining hope of Kai in search of his way out of the realm, the fire nightmare receiving its fire back, and Kai giving the finishing blow to the lake kaiju. These scenes would not hit the same if the entire show was already colored. It would kind of ruin the vibe it was going for, which would be taken away from the hard-hitting moments like these and presenting the horrors of the land of monsters. Speaking of the horrors of it, they did a great job with it. Like, I can clearly see why Kai's voice is so trembly throughout the short, because these creature designs are just terrifying, and I mean that in the best way possible. Some of these designs are pretty creative and cool, while you have some stereotypical scary monster designs thrown in there. Some of these creatures are shown to be terrifying just by the sheer size of them, with most of them being all category 5 sized kaijus if not larger. Like, just look at these behemoths. Some of them even got to the point where Kai bailed on his moral code of helping those who cannot help themselves, with this kaiju shown devouring a temple and Kai just runs the other way. Do you know how terrifying a situation has to be to where Kai doesn't back down from a fight or gel his hair? He's already faced kaiju-sized threats like the Oni Titan and still went after it with full confidence in Sons of Garmadon. I also like the Easter egg of the Devourers being thrown in there as well. Like, if you guys didn't know, there was a cancelled storyline for Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu or Season 11, where they would have revealed the origin of the Great Devourer, and the ninja would have encountered a clan of cowboy villains riding the species of the Great Devourer. Nice of them to still include this Jake the Rattlesnake looking Devourer here, and it's also larger than a mountain, which is still insane. Let's talk about Kai for a bit here, because he is not doing well. I already said he is in his most desperate state, even more dire than when he was fighting the largest battle in the history of the show. He was already questioning whether he should have just gone back into the unknown after reuniting with Lloyd beforehand, because he just decided to go back out there to find the other ninja. He's fighting for his life in this unexplored realm, which I'm pretty sure we can add to the list of the 16 realms. You can literally see it in his body language, showing that he's the most street-smart ninja of the team, adapting rather quickly to the new environment, knowing the signals of when a new monster appears and how they work as well, along with him fighting more defensively instead of offensively, abandoning his pride in order to apply his lessons the right way. Also, his struggle with his emotions is very real, and the effect of the realm is that you'll eventually turn into a monster if you stay there long enough, which we can see its effects on Daiden and an old Master of Fire. We can see Kai about to break when he thinks he sees Master Wu and a portal to his friends, revealing an image of them in their old designs, showing how lost Kai is mentally. The desperation in his voice is very apparent, and he's not thinking straight, willing to go into the river just for the mere chance of a portal leading straight to them. If it wasn't for the fire night mech, Kai and Daiden would have been toast. Also, the Fire Knight mech is a pretty cool character. It was somehow built centuries beforehand by an elemental master of fire outside the realm of Ninjago, and it draws power from any source of fire similar to the Earth mech from Master of the Mountain and Dragon's Rising, with the only difference of it being sentient. And his sacrifice will be remembered by buying his corpse for $120. Also, side note, Kai's blacksmith skills have really improved since, the pilots, he's literally sucked, and now look at him reforging the weapon of the Titan mech. That's pretty cool. But that's my positives for the show. Now, I'll talk about my negatives for it. Let me just say, it's not a very long list, but they are points that do bring down the show's quality. The total runtime of the entire series is about 15 minutes, with an average of 5 minutes per episode, which we get 3 episodes for in this mini-arc. And there it is again, with the runtime of a piece of Ninjago media being the reason why it hasn't reached its peak potential. Similarly to Ninjago Crystallized, the episode length of each short was not enough to fit everything that the writers wanted to do. There is clearly so much things that they wanted to fit in, but they weren't able to. The necessity of time in shows is really a factor to the effect of its first impression on the viewer. After my first viewing of Legends, I liked it, but I didn't really think much of it anything beyond that, until I watched it again for this review, and it now allowed me to see the depth of it and what the writers wanted to do. Multiple aspects of this miniseries containing things that can usually spread multi-seasonal arcs in most shows, but everything is resolved within 10 minutes, lessening the impact and staying power of this otherwise well-made show. That is why I love Dragon's Rising right now. Having 22-minute episodes a season, it allows enough time for viewers to breathe and have side adventures in between main plots without breaking the flow of the story. And the showrunners have taken full advantage of the episode numbers given to them. This is also the reason why most LEGO Ninjago seasons and Monkey Kid seasons are just straight to the point stories. They are basically 3 hours movies split into multiple episodes of TV in a way. And the same effect goes for Ninjago Legends as well, which I really hope that it gets more seasons, because this is too good of a concept for a spin-off show to just drop after one wave of sets. Like I said in my previous video, you can expand to more stories in the Ninjago universe, and it doesn't have to be exclusive to the Ninja team. You can do a story for characters like Akita or Garmadon in their time during the first few weeks of the merge, as it was confirmed that they have both survived the event of the Coalescence. There is so much potential here, and now that we got a taste of what they can do, I want more of it. So thank you guys for watching this video. What did you think of Ninjago Legends? Did you like it? And would you like to see more of it? I want to see more of it. But click these videos showing up in the end screen if you're interested, and subscribe if you want to. But anyways, that's it. Goodbye.